Welcome to YILDIZ Readings 5D, a place in which we cover astrology, psychic updates, as well as the twin flame path. I do come to you live on Fridays, and if you do click the bell, you get the updates by zodiac sign and more. And very importantly, we do have new hubs opening early in 2022 and beyond. Galaxy Pub for information content, as well as the Age of Aquarius magazine. So without further ado, let's get into the update for your zodiac sign. And if you need to see me live, as I mentioned, live on Fridays. Virgo, your reading is looking very interesting. You're going to want to stay tuned for this. Now, hopefully I can support you the best way possible. It does look like a lot of you at the moment really moving through mid-month are feeling this angst really relating to these new cycles, and it can feel like a little bit of upheaval. You might be connecting into a little bit of this future tense. It's almost like we're timeline jumping. So we've got this anxious energy, and I feel it's about all these cycles and they're culminating. It's a lot of regression work. It's a lot of forward projection movement. I do sense from your cards, the way they've come out, it feels to a degree some things from the past that haven't quite come full 360. It's like you're washing them out, you're filtering them, but something's not quite resonating. You know, you're trying to look at the big picture and you're trying to look at where you're going, which is very Jupiter. And we did have the eclipse in Sagittarius. There is this forward momentum, but there's this deep nostalgia coming through. And I am sensing a little bit of self-critique now, especially with your love life, your career. We're moving into Venus retrograde. You know, you're kind of looking back and you're being a bit cross at yourself to a degree. And I think you just need to go gentle on yourself. It might be because, and I always say this, sometimes we need to name what the situation is. And I do think to a degree, some of you are restructuring and casting a critical eye on direct circumstances in your life. Others of you, it could be this huge reprieve where, you know, it's almost like it all come to a head and now it's sort of the dust is settling. But there's something to do with the past where you're feeling maybe you weren't wise or maybe you were not looking at something. So sometimes these things can come back for us to reassess. Let's have a look further what this is to do with, please. A lot of your cards really are a little bit disillusioned, but there is beauty coming. It's just to do with, I think, a little hurdle that you're going through. Yeah, it's an old situation that has been playing out for a while. You're trying to correct it. I do feel part of you psychologically is moving, you know, future tense-wise, and so you're wondering what you're going to take with you. It's a little bit like Fool Card and Tarot. It's like, okay, who's with me? Who's against me? Who's coming with me? So these old energies are coming up. Now, at the moment, you feel you're in the dark about something. You have the candle in reverse and you feel to a degree something has not been shown to you, or how do I explain it? It's like you feel something is hidden from you. So I do feel to a degree you're really tuning in. You're like, okay, I thought we were going left, now we're going right. So it's causing, as I mentioned, angst. And you're thinking, no, look, I really want to liberate myself and I want to move forward. So you are finding that to a degree in the weeks coming a little bit frustrating. I do feel a lot of you can be busy and really trying to pull things together. But again, you may wish to be away from certain individuals, even if it is quite busy. In your heart, you're trying to move into this authenticity, but I do feel a lot of you are directly protecting your heart chakra. I feel that you're not wanting to get hurt. You're wanting to move forward. You're wanting to trust the process, but you're sort of wanting to know if this is going to be, you know, in your benefit, so to speak, if it's going to be fortunate moving the way it is. At the moment, with your heart, I feel you're not feeling you can directly be authentic, because I do feel you're trying to muster up the wisdom. I wouldn't say muster up. You're trying to locate where this is all coming from, but something feels like it's a little bit of a mess. Let's have a look at what is crossing the heart space, please. Yeah, I do feel a lot of you aren't wanting to risk. It's like you've got this crossing in it. It does feel like you're wanting to move forward, but only if the person is willing, if the give and take is there. So again, if this, and I'm hearing the term dicey, there's a dicey situation going on, and your emotions merely can be such. Although for some of you, it may be that you're not particularly trusting a circumstance, so you're trying to gain that clarity before you address it, launch it, deal with it. Because I do feel overall you are wanting it to be a successful outcome. Again, I'm sensing at the foundation, it's like things aren't matching up. Things aren't looking, I mean, you do have this wish that is going to be a wish fulfillment. And I do feel between now and Christmas, major themes are going to come up to really reassess what this situation is. I do feel in love. You're feeling like you need some guidance in this department. It could be really, you know, sometimes not being able to spend time with each other. This could be a person from the past. Again, I'm sensing it's almost like you feel this person is hiding maybe their emotions, their feelings, and really suppressing them down. But there's the superstitious frequency coming through. I do feel this person may be going through a bit of a spiritual awakening, and this can be causing even more anxiety with you. I feel sometimes we tend to swap energies, and, you know, you had been going through a lot of transformation. I feel this person almost is uncertain about how that's going to look. I do feel they're feeling quite a lot of pressure. And I feel this pressure is actually adding to the dynamic within the connection. This also may be because I'm hearing the term enough is enough. It's like, you know, you're wanting a bit more clarity. You're wanting to know where this is going. Are we going left? Are we going right? And again, I'm hearing the term behavioral. Let's have a look at what this is going on. What's crossing this individual, please? It's almost like a deer in the woods, and it's kind of stunned. I feel to a degree you've had so much of that going on. You have had so much going on. This person is directly healing. But again, they're very secretive in the way they do such. They're very private. It could be a water sign. The transits are pretty tough at the moment. But it does feel that they're wanting to dig deep and heal. I feel something you've said they're holding on to, but it's given them clarity. This could be behavioral, but it's something to do with the heart. Something to do with this romantic connection. Okay, this can be for some of you a proposal. It's something relating to the past, something that didn't go according to plan. It might have been a contract. It might have been something that went on in this person's life. This could be the joint energy of where this connection was going and going to that next level. I also feel that at times, both parties here, when they're healing, they tend to go inside. So it's almost like the direct issue at the moment is the transparency. And it's not necessarily that anyone's lying here. It's a very protective energy. And I feel both parties at the moment are being quite protective. I do feel this person might have had an individual around them that was sick. And now they're kind of pulled in two directions. It's like, you know, and I almost feel they're saying, it's like, when can I choose me? And I feel they're going through this. It can feel like an existential crisis. It feels like they're hoping that the pendulum's going to swing in their favour. But again, they do have a left or right decision to make here when it does relate to you, Virgo. So, and I feel that could be a statement that you've actually made to them. This could be an ultimatum, so to speak. But it does directly feel as though, you know, maybe a decision came through. It might be joint for those of you in a relationship. And that decision that came through now is taking the pressure off the connection. For others of you, it does directly feel it's linked to a left or right within the relationship. This person has been very directionless. It's been very choppy. I do feel, again, it's due to the circumstances that were going on in their life. Like I mentioned, you know, it has caused added confusion. It's very in and out. I don't feel that this was totally this individual's fault. I do feel these are external scenarios that are playing out in their life. What is the advice for Virgo, please? Yeah, I feel a lot of you, you know, it's, what's this to do with? Interesting. That was a while, wasn't it? Okay, so you got illusions. You guys want clarity. You guys want to know where this is going. And I feel you're getting quite fed up. I feel you're really needing something that is based on a certainty. And although you do directly understand that circumstances at left field can play out, again, I do feel this quite frustrating energy, which could cause a bit of dispute. Look, your overall outcome is you need this to be resolved in your mind, because you really aren't wanting to, and this is how your vibe's coming through. You're not really wanting to move into the new year with these dramas. And I do feel this can be to do with love, to do with values. Again, it is amplifying it because, you know, these wounds that haven't been addressed with Aries and Chiron, it is going direct. What date is it going direct? Let's have a look. So it is going direct on the 19th, and that's pretty much the time frame that Venus is going retrograde. So we have these things where we're really wanting to address them. We're really wanting to move forward. And if other parties aren't on board, it can come across on that day just that we could go to extremities where we're pushovers. We may also drop it like it's hot. And I feel you're just not wanting to move forward unless this can be sorted. I do feel there's differing in values, but again, it's not necessarily that things can't be negotiated. I feel what you're right now trying to achieve is certainty. Let's get into the extension and see how this is going to pan out. If you wish to join us, the information is coming next. Take care. I'll see you through the month. The link for the Members Hub is directly below. We also do have additional videos coming. Galaxy Pub is launching early 2022. Anything spiritual, the subjects covered on that channel. Very separately, we have the Age of Aquarius. Now, you can go onto the website. The VIP list is there. And when it's ready to launch, I will give you those updates. Bookings online and webinars as well. Live every Friday at 10 a.m. on the main platform. And 3 sessions a month at $11 in the Twin Flame Hub. Do keep an eye on the community tab, because I am automating posts and giving you updates for the moon energies by zodiac sign. Love and light. I will see you throughout the week, both live and for your zodiacs. Take very good care, and I'll see you on the other side.